Arcanum 4, the Emperor. Description. The serpent, which is a symbol of mastery, protrudes from the forehead of the Emperor. This crown, formed by an aspid, is the Thermutus, which belongs to Isis or Isis, our particular divine mother Kundalini. Also on his head is a bonnet with 4 points, 4 angles, which represent the 4 elements, the 4 Gospels, the 4 Vedas, etc. On the bonnet, there are also the still, the recipient, the sexual organs, the furnace, the Muladhara chakra, the spinal column, and the distillery, the brain. He holds the staff of power in his right hand. He is seated on the perfectly chiseled cubic stone, product of the previous arcana. Within the stone is the cat, which is the fire. In the waters of life is the rod of command, which is the vertebral column. Esoteric significance of the Arcanum. The cross has 4 points. The cross of the initiation is phallic. The intersection of these 2, vertical in the feminine space, forms the cross. It is the cross of initiation that we must carry upon our shoulders. We must comprehend that the cross with its 4 points symbolizes the 4 cardinal points of the earth: north, south, east, and west. The 4 ages: gold, silver, copper, and iron. The 4 seasons. The 4 seasons of the year. The 4 faces of the moon. The 4 ways: science, philosophy, art, and religion. When we speak about the 4 ways, we must comprehend that the 4 ways are really one. This way is the narrow and straight way of the razor's edge, the path of the revolution of the consciousness. The cross is a very ancient symbol that is continually utilized in all the religions of the world. One who considers it an exclusive emblem of one religion sect commits an error. When the conquistadors of Spain arrived in the Holy Land of the Aztecs of Mexico, they found crosses upon all the altars. The sign of the cross, as in the sign monogram, the sublime monogram of our Lord the Christ, the cross of St. Andrew as well, and the miraculous keys of St. Peter, are all marvelous replicas of equal alchemical and Kabbalistic value. It is therefore the sign capable of securing the victory for the laborers of the great work. The sexual cross, the living symbol of the crossing of the lingam yoni, has the unmistakable and marvelous print of the 3 nails that were used to immolate the Christ matter. These nails are the image of the 3 purifications of iron and fire. Our Lord could not achieve the resurrection without them. The cross is the ancient alchemical hieroglyph of the crucible, or crocet, or crucette, which in the past in French was called cruzel, or crocet. In Latin it was called crucibulum, or crucis, or cross, or cross. It is evident that all of this invites us to reflect. It is in the crucible that the raw matter of the great work suffers the passion of the Lord with infinite patience. In the erotic crucible of sexual alchemy, the ego dies and the phoenix bird is reborn within its own ashes. Inri, in nessis renascor integer, which means, in death I am reborn, intact and pure. The intersection of the vertical phallus within the horizontal uterus makes a cross. This is something that can be easily verified. If we reflect very seriously on that intimate relationship that exists between the S and the Tao cross, or T, we arrive at the logical conclusion that only through the crossing of the lingam yoni, the phallus and the uterus, with radical exclusion of the psychological orgasm and lust, one can awaken the kundalini, which is the igneous serpent of our magical powers. In the Nahuatl and Mayan conception of the cross, the Nahuatl or Nahuolin sacred symbol of the cosmic movement is the sacred swastika of the great mysteries, which was always defined as the cross in movement. The two possible orientations of the swastika clearly represent the masculine and feminine positive and negative principles of nature. Two swastikas placed exactly over each other in opposite directions undoubtedly form the Potenzada cross and represent the erotic conjunction of the sexes in this sense. According to the Aztec legend, a couple, a man and a woman, were the ones that invented fire. This is only possible with the cross in movement, INRI, ignis natura renovatur integra, meaning fire renews nature incessantly. The cross also reveals the quadrature of the circle, which is the key of perpetual movement. That perpetual movement is only possible through the sexual force of the third logos. Perpetual movement will finish, and the cosmic unhingement could happen if the energy of the third logos stopped flowing in the universe. The third logos organizes the fundamental vortex of every rising universe and the infinitesimal vortex of the ulterior atom of any creation. With the fourth arcanum of the tarot, the being carries the cross of initiation over his shoulder. If we make the following Kabbalistic addition of the fourth arcanum, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10. We find that 10 equals 1 plus 0, which results in 1 again, the monad. The tetragrammaton is equal to the monad. The tetragrammaton, to recapitulate, are the letters Yod, He, Vav, He, which can also be pronounced Yod Hava. The swastika symbol in this example spins to the right and is placed vertically, not on an angle, not diagonally. So the lines are swooping horizontally and vertically.